Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday so far.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. It's been a quiet morning so far, but expecting the rain and storm chance to increase today, so hopefully everyone has also packed their rain gear and their umbrella with them.
Yeah, especially if you're farther down to our south and southeast right now. We already have a few of those scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two starting to pop up and develop out there. And a few more farther out to our west, but just on the other side of the Mississippi River for right now in parts of Louisiana. So, yeah, that's the case scenario. And if you don't have the rain, well, it's definitely a hot and humid one when it comes to today.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't get the rain today, you'll have more chances, and we'll break that down for you later on in our forecast. But all of this is thanks to an area of surface trough and low pressure that has now developed just to our south in the northern Gulf, and this is not expected to become any type of tropical storm, but it is a very weak tropical wave that's causing really the story for us is the warm, humid, tropical air mass overhead, and the better chances of rain. Hopefully, I think everyone will be happy to hear and see that this week.
Yeah, absolutely, because if we don't get the rain, the one thing you do expect is just those warmer conditions. And you can see it right now for a few of us. I mean, areas in Hattiesburg, they're a little bit cooler, 85 degrees, because they have those showers coming on in. Natchez is a little bit cooler right now. And Macomb, 89, feeling like 98. Here in the metro, we're about 93 degrees, so definitely a little bit warmer, but our feels like temperature isn't too bad as of right now, feeling like 99. But we look out west, completely different story.
Definitely a different story in Vicksburg. 96 now is the temperature, but feeling like 106, and that's why we've been talking about our western counties, kind of the hottest and most humid as well. And if they don't catch one of those showers or storms, that's why we've been talking about those heat alerts in place for mainly our western counties.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty hot one. We've already seen temperatures rise up, and those feels like temperatures and those triple-digit values, especially farther out west, mid to upper 100s. So looking at it right now for our heat advisories all along our Mississippi River counties, stretching from Adams going up into the Delta as well. So yeah, those feels like temperatures.
Yeah, feeling anywhere from 105 to 110. You guys saw that. We're already feeling like 106 in Vicksburg, so hopefully you're using extra caution if you have to be outside, especially in those counties. But even if you're not under a heat alert, it's still not feeling comfortable. We're feeling like 99 in Jackson, and it's not even 1 o'clock yet. So definitely going to be a hot one for us today, but those showers this afternoon should give us some relief. And the good news is, with better chances of rain throughout the rest of the week, we're going to see temperatures that are more mild.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll track out the rain for the next few days by the time we get to your Friday morning. So for this is this afternoon, just a few scattered showers and storms popping up, and really still affecting us into the evening as well, with a few lingering on here and there. But we get to the overnight, the sun sets, we dry up, we have a dry start to our morning, luckily, on our Wednesday.
Yeah.
But then, hey.
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon, we do it all over again. And I think Wednesday is going to be the best coverage of rain. Honestly, we're talking about a 60 to 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And this isn't an all-day rain, but throughout the mid-afternoon hours and early evening, especially, again, closer to that area of low pressure and that disturbance to our south, so the Pine Belt. And if you're watching from Adams County or Franklin, Jefferson County, our southernmost areas, picking up some even pockets of heavy rainfall at times, some loud rumbles of thunder, strikes of lightning. All those things are in the cards for us through Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, and we get to Thursday, it's just another rinse and repeat. We get to the afternoon, more scattered showers, storms, and affecting us into the evening as well. But then, hey, we dry out overnight, another dry start to your Friday as well. So that's just a case scenario when it comes to the next few days for today, Wednesday, and especially our Thursday. But rain chances are expected to start dropping down by the time we get to your Friday going into this weekend.
Yeah, we're expecting about a 20 to 30% chance Friday and Saturday, so not going to rule out some showers and storms here and there, but they'll be more sporadic, more isolated in nature, which means our temperatures are going to climb as well. So we're not dealing with tropical impact, but of course that tropical air mass is impacting us. But some folks are dealing with tropical impacts. We're closely watching the tropics as well.
Yeah, so this is the disturbance we were talking about, a 0% chance of next formation in 48 hours to 7 days. So not too worried about that. It's just going to be a wet one out there, bringing rain to the areas, and especially farther down to our coastline. They can expect some pretty heavier downpours in parts of Louisiana, of course the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and parts of Alabama going into Florida as well. And just take a look at another area we've been looking at. It's just this tiny little one in northern Atlantic, a 10% chance of development. So nothing really to worry about here with this system. Of course, we've been talking about Tropical Storm Aaron.
Absolutely. And so we do need to watch this system, especially our friends up towards the East Coast. This is maybe going to be hitting closer to home. We still have plenty of time to watch it. Keep in mind, even our long range models don't have a good grip on this all the way by the time it gets to the closer to the East Coast and the Western Atlantic as well. But Tropical Storm Aaron right now is moving to the west at 23 miles per hour with sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. So it really hasn't strengthened much over the last 24 hours, but it's keeping that tropical storm status. And the National Hurricane Center is expecting it to strengthen as it moves over some more favorable waters of the central Atlantic. And by Thursday afternoon, evening, it should be a Category 1 hurricane, but it's not going to stop there.
No, it's going to keep pushing its way west, and as it does, by the time we get to, let's say, your Sunday morning, possibly it could get to those major hurricane status, a Category 3. So definitely something we're going to keep an eye on as we keep on progressing, and this is just going into this weekend, and it's still far out. So by the time we get to this weekend, we'll definitely know a little bit better, especially with the path.
Right, and it should stay north. So far, the cone of uncertainty is staying further north of the Lesser Antilles Islands and also Cuba and Puerto Rico, but we could see it fairly close. So this does not give them the all clear by any means just yet, because we still could see a lot of changes between now and Thursday and even through the weekend.
Yeah, so these are our spaghetti plots going to this weekend as well, and the National Hurricane Center pretty lined up exactly with what the spaghetti plots are going. But by the time we get to next week, that's where we're really going to have to keep an eye on things, because I think the Bermuda High is going to have a pretty favorable impact with this system and where it ends up going. Right now, spaghetti plots do have it starting to curve by the time we get into next week and going right around those winds. So that's something we'll keep an eye on. But of course, we're still very far out, like Gracie was saying.
Yeah.
So lots can change. It's just still going all the way until about just a little bit less than 2 weeks from now. So definitely a system we'll keep an eye on, and especially when it comes to our Eastern Coast friends, they could have those impacts with this system. So
The good news, though, is we are not technically under, that low tropical wave that has a 0% chance of developing. That is bringing us some better chances of rain, but we don't have to worry about tropical impacts to our neck of the woods. So let's take a look at your 8-day forecast as well. Temperatures are going to certainly be warm today, a little bit above average, but as those chances of rain stay elevated, our temperatures will stay closer to seasonal. So low to mid 90s through about Thursday and into Friday, but overnight lows will also be warm thanks to all of that moisture hanging around and the weekend.
Yeah, you can see by this weekend those rain chances drop to a 30% chance, and that's we're expecting high temperatures to get back into those mid to upper 90s. And like she was saying, it's still very humid, so it feels like temperatures most likely getting into those triple-digit values as well. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on when it comes to heat advisories, maybe extreme heat warnings when it comes to this weekend. So that's something we'll keep an eye on as we keep progressing throughout this week. And of course, me and Gracie will keep on giving you all the updates as well.
Yep. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow for more updates on your forecast. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Ken South will be back tonight.
All right, have a